I was told I could go live, so I'm going live. What is going on, my friends? In this episode, we're going to be talking about the reaction to the reaction. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is officially announced. NFL Blitz is not officially announced, but we got some leaks out there. This live stream is expected to be, well, we'll see where it goes. There's going to be some giveaways this week. If you haven't seen, there's a number of streams that are following an Arcade1up brand new show called the 1UP Weekly. I mean, that 1UP show. I get confused. So that 1UP show is a monthly show that Arcade1up is going to host, and they are going to sponsor a ton of giveaways with other content creators. This Sunday on my podcast, through Arcade1up, we are going to be giving away a Yoga Flame Edition. And in fact, this Sunday, this podcast is all about the Yoga Flame Edition because I have one. We're going to be doing a live review, not a live unboxing, but we'll walk through it live. If you have any questions about that Yoga Flame, to be honest with you guys, don't buy Yoga Flame, because you could win it this week. That's right, there's going to be many opportunities to win it from different content creators, including myself. I think Fox has a few streams. Let's see, Moat, UAG's got some streams, so there's all this opportunity to pick up a free Yoga Flame Edition. And today we're going to be talking about a couple things. So let's jump right into it. So the NFL Blitz. Wow, I was on a stream with Fox, and it was pretty interesting to kind of see the first looks. Still don't know exactly what the NFL Blitz legends mean. If you know, down in the chat, let me know what you think it means. I honestly do not know. I know information. Full disclosure, I was involved in that 1UP show. I was behind the scenes, pressing buttons, doing the camera switching and whatnot. That gave me access to know that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was coming out. I saw the promo videos last night after the show, with 19K Fox. They showed that stuff to us. But when it comes to NFL Blitz, the only thing I knew about NFL Blitz was the leaks that we on this channel and other channels were talking about, right? So the Gamefly leaks. And then we got another leak, Deion Sanders on Instagram, and that kind of revealed that it's probably going to be this 2022 model. What do you guys think of the slanted control deck, the artwork they ended up going with instead of the normal artwork? They kind of went with something else. So there's signatures at the bottom. Again, everything you're seeing right now is unofficial. So we have a lot of questions about it, but I think there's going to be some people that are really happy about it, and then there's going to be people that love NFL Blitz, and they wished it was exactly like the original. Now, I can empathize with that. NFL Blitz is not a game that I was expecting to buy, and even when I see the images, it's not really pulling me towards it. That doesn't mean it's a bad cabinet. Keep in mind, people have different preferences and whatnot. Let's see what else we got going on. There's also some thanks to B. Kong, who's in Vegas at EVO. He sent these pictures around to a few of us and said we're free to show them off. So this is the Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Keep in mind, B is going to have a live stream. 19K Fox is going to have a live stream. Moat is coming on next pretty soon. Many of them, let's see, B and UAG are actually in Vegas. They have the cabinet. Moat is wrapping up his stream right now. This is the cabinet. I've had a few people come to me and say, I don't know about that control deck. It kind of looks more like the Street Fighter. To be honest, I don't have a lot of background history in the Marvel vs. Capcom 2. There's a lot of opinionated people out there, whether they don't like the artwork or they don't like the control panel. I think I'm really excited about the title. Maybe this is bigger than Miss Pac-Man. I don't know. Ms. Pac-Man is something that they kind of did a lot of Pac-Man. So when Ms. Pac-Man came out, we thought it was an impossible thing. And they did free Marvel Capcom 2, so I think that's pretty cool. It's kind of like an update to gaming history. Maybe Ms. Pac-Man is an update to gaming history as well. You take a look at NFL Blitz. Is that an update to gaming history? I don't know if it's a big enough title to be like, wow, they brought back NFL Blitz. I mean, it's really cool. But again, what does that Legends mean? So let's take a look at some of these pictures here. Some of the questions that I saw while I was doing that live stream with Arcade1up was, what about the coin door? It looks like it has a coin door. You can kind of see what the riser looks like. It's just a Marvel vs. 2 Capcom logo, kind of this bluish color at the very bottom. I think it's pretty cool. It's just a straight logo. You know, it's something that's iconic, and it looks like it's going to have that newer looking marquee. So look, I believe Arcade1up every year just keeps on iterating on their design. for many reasons, cost reduction, whatever, manufacturing, just keeping up, making it look cool. But what I've seen so far is all the cabinets that came out like a Mortal Kombat 2. The marquee is looking beautiful. This is confirmed to be a BOE monitor, and literally on that 1UP show, right before the show started, of course, it was me that was like, turn the cabinet so we can see the right view. I want everyone, when it's unveiled, to be like, that's the BOE monitor. Like, let's highlight that for sure, because in my opinion, like, you know, reducing that quality of the screen really had a negative impact on a lot of Arcade1up cabinets. Got to highlight that they, at least, I don't know if they switched back or these were already planned to be a BOE, whatever, but we're excited about that. So here's some other angles on it. You can see it's a high-quality BOE. The questions, and I'd love for those in the chat right now, start getting your comments, and I'd love to read them. Maybe start it with a question mark if you have a question. Either way, just the beginning of your comment, start with a question mark if you want me to highlight it, whether it's a statement or not. It's just a really easy way for me to glance at it. So there is that beautiful coin door, and you get a better look at the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Riser. Tell me, is there something that you like about it, something that you don't like about it? You know, kind of get loud in every way. If you think it's horrible, you think what they've done is just a bad thing. Also, what do you think about NFL Blitz? And in general, what is better? Are you more excited about the NFL Blitz leak, or are you more excited about this Marvel vs. Capcom 2 official reveal? I'd love to hear. So here's a close-up picture of the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 control deck. Now, I was watching the stream, as many of you probably were as well. Let's see, we got some questions coming in. Which games are available on it? Let me show you real quick. Let's see. I also want to mention the other 1UP show, Episode 1, launched today. So don't forget to go check out P-Dubs. Now, he's going to do a reaction of that 1UP show. His show is called That Other 1UP Show. But keep in mind, if you want exclusive access to content, you got to come to me, because my show is called That Other 1UP Show, Episode 1. And that's what you're watching right now. So not only do you get a reaction to Arcade1up, but you get a reaction of me reacting to P-Dubs, right? The question is Episode 2, will I make the video first? Because if so, then P-Dubs will get to react to me. So that's pretty cool. So check out his video. He did a pretty good job talking about Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and sharing his reaction and more NFL Blitz. But let's talk about what games are going to be on the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet. So it's Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the original one, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Let's see. And then Marvel Superheroes. Let's see. That's the Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. X-Men Children of the Atom, X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, and Marvel Superheroes and the War of the Gems. So I have this cabinet over here, and you know, there's a couple different Marvel theme. Like here's the Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet that came out a number of years ago, and it has, you know, all these different games on it. And so if you have one of these, there's going to be games that are on this that are also on the Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and it kind of expands the universe, if you will. So in the sense of you'll be able to do crossplay. So if a game that exists over here on this cabinet also exists on this cabinet, maybe you own both, maybe your friend owns the other one, you can compete as well. Now, I have this one, which is not online at all. But this one only came with 3 games. I got the limited edition version, and this is a tough one, man, because this is... The limited edition version had Marvel Superheroes, had X-Men Children of the Atom, but it also has the Punisher. So I've seen a ton of people talk about, man, why doesn't Marvel vs. Capcom 2 have the Punisher on it? And my understanding is it just wasn't available. There's something going on with that title with Marvel or whoever owns it, that they're no longer going to make that game available to Arcade1up. I think they, I don't know, want to put it in the Disney Vault. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's too violent. I don't really know all the details on it. But let's take a look at a couple of the other pictures that we have available on here. And let's see. Blitz is the bigger announcement we got from Biggie D. It's got real players. That's pretty cool. I like the minimal art on the riser. It gives it a clean look. So let's take a look at that. That's the Marvel vs. Capcom. Let's see. And then even the NFL Blitz is also kind of just logos on the left and right. So that's pretty sweet. But Pegsham? He says he wants both. Are they selling only a certain number? Are they only selling a certain number? So will the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet be a limited run? Well, here's the thing about it. I don't know if it's a limited run. I heard they're going to do a few of these, but I also understand they have exclusive access to the title. My understanding, again, it's just my understanding. I'm not an official spokesperson of Arcade1up, but what I understand is you won't be able to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 legally in any other form factor. Like this, they have it locked down. So if you love the title, don't wait for a competition to come out with a solution or a set-top box or a little console or a video game. I guess this is it. Will this be the last time we ever see Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Personally, I doubt it. But this is what I was looking at. Let me see if I can pull it up here. On the website, if you're looking to save money, because this is a $5.99 cabinet, and let's see if I can find it. So that here it is. So if you take a look, Marvel Superheroes, I saw this get $25 off, and this is if you fill out this form to be a part of their mailing list. So if you haven't done that already, you could fill out this form to save an additional $25. Now it's going to be available for pre-order on September 8th. And it ships just a few weeks after. So they're really closing in. They could have launched the pre-orders right now. They decided not to do that. And instead what they did was they're waiting till September 8th. And then boom, and it'll ship just a few weeks after. So you have till now to then to kind of decide which one you're going to go with. I have another question here that's pretty good. Is Blitz 4-player? Mike Limbitsky, check it out. It's a 4-player deck. So this is the unofficial leak picture, but this is too high quality for it to not be real. I mean, this resembles an Arcade1up. And then I've talked to B as an example, if you saw the live stream with B. And then, yeah, he the impression I got from him is he has inside information that NFL Blitz is real. And he didn't say this was fake. He just was like, yeah, like he didn't say it was it, but he didn't say it wasn't it, if that makes sense. Think they have Capcom beat 'em up planned? Honestly, don't know. I think there's a lot of people in the community that have a lot of ideas of what Arcade1up should come out with. And yeah, Disney Vault. I had to come up with something on the spot. There's a lot of things that could come out. Can we enter your giveaway on Sunday if we're outside the U.S.? I don't really know. That's a good question. I'll try to figure out if they're going to allow it to ship to Canada or something like that. Maybe Canada is allowed, but I'm guessing outside the United States is not allowed. It's not my giveaway, right? So it's Arcade1up's giveaway that they're doing to a couple content creators. Basically, a couple content creators helped put together that first show, kind of consulted on it, and they said, hey, we'll let you do a giveaway to your fans. And we're like, yeah, that sounds really cool. Should I pre-order now or wait Christmas time to buy? So nothing is available for pre-order on the reveals today, the NFL Blitz leak, and then the Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I see what you're saying. What about September? Should you wait till... I don't really know. There's some people saying, again, people that are like really big Marvel vs. Capcom 2 fans are saying this is going to be one of the biggest cabinets that Arcade1up has ever released because there's so much hype around the title. There's so much, it's like a cult classic. There's like nostalgia around it. So it's going to cross a lot of different demographics. I think that could be accurate because while I was watching the live stream on Arcade1up's official show, there was a lot of people that were interested in input lag. And believe me, I've been doing Arcade1up content for a few years, and I've literally never seen anyone, a handful of times I've seen people talk about input lag, but there were several people talking about input lag. So we're talking about like a cross stream of people that are diehard. I love like the technology and research people do. Like one of my favorite topics right now is like the Analog Pocket right now is an FPGA little console that's like totally jailbroken and you can throw a whole bunch of cores on it and everything is like super low latency. It's really awesome. But to see people of that interest in Arcade1up cabinets and ask the question of like, is the input lag bad? Yeah, sure. There's some fighters that are really interested in that low input, but it seemed like a little bit more on the technical side they were interested in it. So that may show that may show that there's some interest on it. That's right. P-Dubs, he's right. It's a nice show title, you know. Look, it's distinct from yours. Mine has the word other in there twice, okay? You just have other in there once. There's a difference. There's that other 1UP show, and there's that other 1UP show. So just keep that in mind. When you're referring to the other show, that's P-Dubs. When you're referring to the other show, that's my show, okay? So let's keep it clear. Keep it clear. All right, thanks. I'm pretty sure the input lag is sorted. That's what I had heard. I had heard that they, that the demo unit that they have on Marvel vs. Capcom 2 has some improvements to be made, but they've already tested out. There's like a new build coming out, and then they got the input lag figured out. Let's see. Chris is saying, Justin, do you think they got all 3 NFL Blitz games for the cabinet? Will it be one game only, or are they going to have Gauntlet Legends as a surprise? I honestly don't know. I don't know the case in that matter. I mean, I think I only know what has been revealed so far when it comes to NFL Blitz. This is what the picture of the cabinet looks like. John D. previously had said there will be some cabinets that come out this year that only have one game other than Terminator 2. Now, I don't know. There's been a lot of promises that from Arcade1up this year that they kind of have pushed off to next year. So I don't know if you can hold on to that. And there's no logos on the cabinets anymore, so it's really hard to tell if it's only one game or if there's 3 games. I mean, honestly, some people are speculating that this technically won't even have NFL Blitz on it. That perhaps NFL Blitz Legends is a remake of a whole new game, right? Like, which just it shares the title. Like, it's not that they removed late hits. They didn't add late hits to this new version of the game. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I hope it's everything that you dream for. Let's say that. Lewis says, I'm just here to tell you that I used to love your videos. I stopped watching them with the hour-long videos started. Oh, sorry, Lewis. I'm really into long-form content now. So what I try to do, Lewis, is I make all the fun information in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the video, so you're always welcome to not watch any of my content or watch just the first 5 or 10 minutes of the show. I try to pack in all the information in there. Let's see. I worship titles triple other, maybe? I don't know. We got P-Dubs and 19K Fox in the house. Let's see. That's right. Working day job now, just listening. That's the thing. Like, you can just have this on in the background. And that's what I do with the podcast that I listen to, or the long-form content. Let's see, what about the Pro Cab? The Pro Cabinet. Will a Pro Cabinet ever come out? I really hope a Pro Cabinet does come out. Now, here's the new thing I've been talking about with Pro Cabinet. What is the difference between an XL cabinet and a Pro Cabinet? It's whether or not they're going to have upgraded sticks or upgraded speakers. That's what I think. Like, those two titles, XL Pro, the line is actually pretty blurry. Would Arcade1up ever come out with a Pac-Man Pro? I don't think so. That doesn't make any sense to me to have a Pac-Man Pro, right? You know? Because why would you want, like, super high-quality upgraded sticks on a Pac-Man and then have to pay a whole bunch more for it? You know, that's just... I like CT Jason Nation. The difference between the Pro doesn't exist. There we go. Anyway, so that is all I have for today. Just a quick live stream. Thank you guys for come hanging out here in the chat, and we'll talk a little bit about the new announcements, the new leaks today, and the reaction to the new 1UP show. I think it wasn't too bad. That 1UP show, a little shaky. You know, I'm sitting there like pointing the camera at one person. I was like, come on, you gotta talk. But they figured it out. Rough. Live streams are rough, guys. Like, I mean, I've been there. But overall, I think it was a fun time. What do you guys think? That's what I'd love to hear down in the comments. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.